What's happening, y'all? What's going on, everybody? This is going to be part one of the Homelite chainsaw bike. This is a 26-inch Wind Beach Cruiser. A coworker of mine actually gave it to me. I appreciate it, dude. Really thoughtful of you. Done a few things to it to get it set up. It's got 19-inch ape hangers. There's a motorized bicycle kit gas tank on there. It's going to serve as a gas tank, obviously, for the chainsaw motor that's going on it. And a 44 tooth rear sprocket from a motorized bicycle kit and a tensioner. I don't really have anything fabbed up yet. So I'm basically going to give you an overview of what it's going to look like when it's done and how everything's going to function. It's getting this motor over here. It's a 1958 Homelite Zip. I just rebuilt the Tillotson carburetor that's on it. It runs really good. Loud as hell. This is the loudest saw I've ever had. Stupid loud, man. It sounds badass. I just gotta finish machining the clutch and getting it ready. So, puts out about 3.5 horsepower. It's gonna be set up in the middle of the frame. This is something I've never done before on a bike. And there's going to be a jack shaft running about a 19.5 to 1 ratio. So we'll see how that turns out. I'm hoping to hit about 45 miles an hour with this bike. So hopefully it'll work. But the rear sprocket right here, and it's going to go up to an 8 tooth right here, then a 48 tooth over here, and then a 12 tooth on the motor. There's 2 pillow blocks I have ordered that are going to sit on the frame right here somehow. I'm going to probably weld them to a piece of steel. And then the jack shaft obviously is going to go through that. It's a 5/8 bore. So chain from here, and then chain from on this other side going to the motor. And bear with me for a second, but motor's going to sit inside similar to that. It's going to be vertically up and down. It's the only way I could really get it to fit, and it'll mount good like that. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but it's going to be a lot similar to that. That's pretty much about all I can show you on this one for now. I would be working in here, but I have an infection cyst thing on my leg, so I haven't really been able to get out here and start working, but that's basically the start of this one. That's what it's going to be like. Forgot to mention, also put a banana seat on this thing, so it's really, really comfortable to ride on. Couple updates on things. I took this to my buddy's house over the past weekend. Actually, both my buddies, they each have a DB30, the Baja mini bikes, but they both outfitted them with the Predator 212cc motors, and they haul ass, man. They're awesome. I rode this around with them. This thing keeps up with them, but it's not as fast, but this damn pipe sucks, man. I'm taking this off. I have a KX85 pipe coming in. I'm going to fab up a flange for it and put it on here instead. It'll sound more badass. It should have more power. I've also got another gas tank for the scooter, just like the bike has. And I'm going to put it on the back. I'm tired of zip tying that thing and having them break. I want to do it right so it stays. Here's the bike. The bike's been re-geared. It was geared about 8 to 1 in the previous videos. Now it's about 10.5 to 1. There's a 36-inch, or not 36, excuse me, a 24-inch sprocket right here that I've swapped out. I just got to make a tensioner. It revs out a hell of a lot higher now, and it's got a lot more torque and runs a lot better. The bike also has one of those gas scooter tanks on it, and it functions very well. I got to make another bracket for it. It's only got one on it. I'll make another one out of angle iron and weld it to it for longer trips. Only thing this one needs is that tensioner, another bracket stud, and a chain for the actual pedal, so if I run out of gas I can still pedal it. So it's pretty much done. This bike ought to run about 45 or so with the new ratio. So it's a real comfortable bike too. That seat is actually off the Beach Cruiser. I just swapped them over since I was getting a banana seat for this one. I wanted more of a rat rod look to this bike, so that's why I did this. So showed you the updates on the scooter, updates on that one. Here's the problem child scooter. I've explained in other vids, it's just a Razor E100 with a Husqvarna 125L weed eater motor. It's a 28cc motor. The only things I got left to do with this one, I have a tank from another weed eater I'm going to mount on this side and then run the lines going around, just put some loom on it to clean it up. I'm going to make a deck out of the original Razor logo, just put some metal underneath it to stabilize it. And then I got the wires coming up, I just haven't wired them up yet. I bought a toggle switch. I'm going to have to weld it to the bars up here and make a bracket for it. So I have a kill switch. And I'm going to have to rework the brakes a little bit. But other than that, yeah, this thing should be finished. Like I said, I'm going to sell this one probably for a kid. There's a video of it running on my channel. It does about 25 miles an hour. It's pretty quick. So definitely, if your kid's going to be riding it, wear a helmet. Anything new? Nothing new really. Just like I said, updates on these things. Stay tuned for part 2 of the Homelite chainsaw bike. I'll probably have the motor mounted by then and the jack shaft. And then part 3 will be a riding video. So, if you guys have any questions, just shoot me a message or find me on that Facebook page I have, Single Cylinder Customs. And if you want to join the page or just like the page, actually, if you have your own motorized creation like this, I encourage you to post it on there, man. I'd love to see what you've made. It's kind of a page for all kinds of people that love taking little 2-stroke engines or 4-stroke engines and whatnot, lawn equipment, and putting them on things with wheels. It's kind of what I made it for. So, again, that's Single Cylinder Customs. And like I said, if y'all want to share your creations on there, you're more than welcome to. So, until then, stay tuned for part 2 of this bike, and then we'll get a ride vid. Later, guys.